Cutting edge guests, awesome, uncensored, jaw-dropping information, plus funny memes, good deeds, and loads of laughter. Kind of have it all. Ladies and gentlemen, if your soul's awake, then welcome, because you're in the right place. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you. Brad Wozny here, Sovereign Soul. Welcome to a real quick weekly market update. I've brought Dr. Kirk Elliott back on. Actually, he's on vacation, so he quickly sent this video over to me. I'm going to share it with you for a quick recap. For those that didn't watch the 53-minute video we did last week, there's 25% actual inflation, hyperinflation going on right now. The US dollar is no longer the world standard. It's actually the Russian ruble. And regardless of your political affiliation and what you think about that, these are facts, folks. There's over 3 billion people that are on the gold standard. First time since the 60s, in over half a century, that over 3 billion people are on the gold standard. The markets are in a massive collapse right now. Mainstream media is all but silent, and there's a couple of other things going on, which is extremely critical for you and your loved ones to know, so that with sophisticated information and knowledge, you don't have to be completely sophisticated and an economist like he is, or a professor and a theologian like he is. You just have to hear it and take a look at the strategy to protect and even thrive through the greatest evaporation of wealth in human history. So get out of the fear mindset. Righteous anger is fine. Get into a vibration of love, because with love you have power, and with that empowerment it allows you to make wise choices to move forward, protect your savings, or do things from a wealth standpoint. Now I'm going to move over right now to Dr. Kirk Elliott, who just sent this to me last night. Woke up this morning, got this 5-minute quick video clip from him from his vacation to share with all of you. Please listen, watch, share, subscribe, get this out to the masses, because news is silent. They are not sharing the fact. They're actually misdirecting us. I'm not sharing the fact that the greatest evaporation of wealth is happening right now before our very eyes. All right, so we're going to get over to Dr. Kirk. Remember, you can go to the link below, kirkelliottphd.com/soul, and grab a free consultation. Talk to someone in his office right now. Matter of fact, since our video went live last week, we had over 1,000 views on a brand new YouTube channel, hundreds of views on a Rumble channel. This is just getting out and getting shared fast. Okay, so here we go to Dr. Kirk.
Hey everybody, it's Dr. Kirk, and this is my weekly commentary for the week, and different background on a quick little vacation family reunion here. But I wanted to keep everybody up to speed on what's happening in the markets right now. I mean, absolute bloodbath in the stock market, and now we're starting to get commentary from people like Jeff Bezos at Amazon, just attacking the Biden administration on taxation policy. The inflationary pressures are just cruising right along. I mean, if you look at the stock market declines, we have the longest streak of down weeks, 8 in a row now for the S&P 500. That's the longest since the Great Depression. I mean, really, the mainstream media's narrative on this is misleading at best, right? So we've got that going on. We've got the tech stocks, which are just an absolute free fall. Over the last 6 months, tech stocks are down 29%. When you look back to 2000, when there was an 80% decline in the NASDAQ, the first 6 months of that correction, it was down 21%. So we're worse than we were in 2000. And here's the problem with that. There's math. There's human psychology that actually wraps around these market indexes and these trends, right? And they just become overbought. They become exhausted and they need to correct, right? So this is where we are. But what's going to make this one different is rising interest rates and stimulus money is the only thing that's kept the stock market propped up for the last few years. That's drying up. I mean, we are running out of money as a nation because of the inflationary pressures. They can't just continue to print with zero discretion behind it, or there's now ramifications to that, because we're seeing the ramifications, we're living them out as we speak, and this is problematic moving forward for everybody, because the policy mechanisms that the Fed has won't work. They won't work, because the more money they print, the worse the inflation gets. The worse the inflation gets, the higher they have to raise rates, right? So this is our problem moving forward. Hold on one second. This is a noisy. Hold, please. So what happens when you do a video and you're in an outside location? Ice cream cart just went by. So anyways, this is the problem when you've got as much inflation that we have, and their policy mechanism to slow it down is raising rates. But it's going to just cause a massive correction here, and it's happening right underneath our eyes. I mean, problem. So I would, like I've been saying for over a year now, allocate as much as you can into silver right now. Just allocate as much as you can, because it is the safest asset that you can have. When you've got tech stocks coming down 29% over the last 6 months, what that's causing is the crypto markets to actually get obliterated too. Guggenheim funds, or their chief investment officer, expects Bitcoin to come down to 8,000. It's at 30,000 right now. That's a 67% correction in cryptocurrencies that's actually falling with the trends in the NASDAQ and tech stocks. So we've got huge problems moving forward, but there is a solution, right? I don't want to focus on the problems. The problems are a reality, but there is a solution to the problems that we have, and that's allocate as much as you can into silver and gold. Call our office, 720-605-3900, because the political and economic ramifications of this market collapse are extreme. In fact, I just read an article this morning, and it was an interesting one by one of the largest hedge fund managers in the country. I think it was Bill Ackerman, I believe. I should double check that before I just start spouting off names. But let's see. Yeah, it was Ackerman. So basically, what he's saying is that we're beyond the point of no return. You can't fix this inflationary pressures, because to do so means that they have to really tighten up. They have to raise rates way too much, and so basically at this point, he said that a more aggressive Fed or market collapse are the only ways to stop the inflation. So either raise rates a ton, or just let the market collapse, because that will start to get rid of inflation. He believes that the Fed isn't going to raise rates enough. So he's basically saying the way that you fix this inflation is just to let the markets correct, which would be nasty. And that will squash the 40-year high inflation that we have right now. And yes, actually, it was billionaire hedge fund manager Bill Ackerman. I was right on that name. Phew. So glad that I was. So see, because the S&P 500 is down about 18% so far this year, NASDAQ down 29%. I mean, literally, we've got issues, but don't be afraid. Don't put your head in the sand. Don't do nothing, because then you will sink with the ship. So get out of stocks, get out of bonds, and go into precious metals. That will be your safe haven in this storm. So God bless you. We'll talk to you later. And if you have any questions, give us our office a call, 720-605-3900. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Well, there you have it. From a PhD economist and a PhD theologian, what a wonderful philosopher, sharing with real-time data right now. Please, if you haven't, at least just have a free phone call with someone in his office about what you can do right now to move forward, to protect and even thrive in this great market collapse. Because remember, the scales of balance in the universe, when something's going down, something else is going up, like a teeter-totter, right? So 25% hyperinflation, stock market's going to get collapse. We know that it will take at least 15 years, according to his data, for it to recover. And basically where we are right now it's going to have to collapse, completely wipe out in order to recover. And there's things you can do right now to protect yourself and potentially thrive. So that website link is right here. So many of you have already done that last week, taken advantage of it. And to me, it's like, you see the video of people filming a tsunami that starts to come in. The ocean goes out, they're on the beach, they're wondering what's going on. And then they start seeing water slowly come in and they start filming it. And then they get caught up in that tsunami and unfortunately perish. This is where humanity is right now. From a financial standpoint, in my personal opinion, the data shows it. For those of you who don't know, I was in honors economics at university while I was still in the army. So I've got a little bit of the knowledge that Dr. Kirk has. He's the expert economist we brought on here for people to be sovereign, create that sovereignty, that financial freedom, that peace of mind, that wealth mindset. So stay in the vibration of love, get out of the fear, but at the same point in time, don't be passive, right? Take action. Even talking to his firm, free consultation. That's it. How does it get any better than that? All right, folks, have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay in the vibration of love. That's the most powerful form of power in the universe. All right, off to have some tea, do some yoga, and get moving forward. Thanks. Thanks for joining us on the program, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, follow, subscribe, share this with 9 friends and family. And of course, if you enjoy our blinged Buddha firing red pills from his 9mm, let us know.